LeBron James' team has never been as big an underdog as they are in this game tonight.
You could not have scripted a better start here for the Lakers.
SGA right around Smart, sees three, put it in anyway!
Austin Reaves continues to struggle offensively.
There goes SGA, Laravia for two.
McCann knocks down another three.
We just try to make people play outside their comfort zone. It's as simple as that.
You just sense the frustration from LeBron James. Hello, everyone. Welcome to First Take. It is a Mad Dog Wednesday. Hello, Mad Dog.
Hello there.
Stephen A. and Wendy are both in Los Angeles, and that's where we're going to start. Hi, everyone, with the Lakers.
Hold the hell up. Okay. Hold the hell up. Good morning, Shay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Wendy. Dapper, as always. What the hell is that? Why do you look like you just got out of bed, doggy? What the hell? The hair is all over the place. The collar is open. No tie whatsoever. Looking sloppy. What is up?
Looking sloppy. This is
you are not on your game. You are usually better on a Wednesday morning than you look this morning. Hold it. I know why. I heard that you got smacked around last week in a golf tournament.
Oh, you did?
By a bad player. Got your butt kicked, and you ain't been the same ever since. That's what I heard.
That was true? A bad one. Sunday. By the way, also today, it's my anniversary today.
Hey, happy anniversary.
How about that? The lovely Jeannie Russo, 31 years, Stevie.
Wow.
31 years.
You don't deserve.
You'll have to tell me your secrets.
You do not deserve her. Jeannie, you know, Mrs. Mad Dog, you know I love you to death. Boy, he's a lucky man. You have overachieved. Let's move on.
I know. And actually, don't give me your secrets because it's different, you know? It's different.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the Lakers because Wendy and Stephen A. are both in Los Angeles. They did lose last night to the Thunder, 108-90. What was the biggest reason the Lakers, you think, got blown out in Game 1? Wendy?
Man, when you play the Thunder, you've just got to be here's the thing. The Thunder played what? C+ basketball?
C+.
You know?
C+.
Shea had one
18.
of his worst is relative. It wasn't like he was bad, but he had 18 points. He just set the record for most 20-point games, consecutively in the regular season. He had 7 turnovers, all right? They don't have Jalen Williams. A.J. Mitchell, who's been flawless in his replacement of Jalen Williams, he had an average game by his standards. Like, the Thunder shot the ball okay, but Shea, the pathway you got to walk to beat these guys is so narrow. And so, two things. Number one, Lakers turned the ball over. And look, it's not that they were sloppy or terrible, like they weren't perfect, but the Thunder try to take it from you. Every move you make, they try to take it from you. They had like 18 turnovers. You can't do it. The second thing is, and I thought LeBron played great, and I'm sure we'll talk about him, but you look at Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Austin Reaves. When Luka isn't there, those guys got to bring it. That's what happened in the last round against Houston. Smart and Kennard brought it. Those guys were 8 of 35 with 8 turnovers. That's just no way forward. You're going to have to play next to flawlessly to beat them one time. The Lakers had a game where the Thunder actually played average basketball, and they let it go through their fingers.
Listen, here's the bottom line. The Lakers are averaging about over 17. I think 17.7 turnovers per game this postseason, which is the absolute worst in the playoffs. We all know that. We know Luka being out, they're compromised. We know Austin Reaves still isn't back to himself, even though he's back. The oblique injury that kept him out, pretty much most of the first series and obviously the end of the regular season. That definitely has ailed them. LeBron James, what can we say? There's nothing to say about LeBron James. 41 years of age, 23rd season in the league. He did his job. But he's a one-man show. That's not going to work against the reigning, defending NBA champions. And let me put it to you this way, Shay, Doggy, y'all know how I love to use my boxing analogies, okay? You know what last night was the equivalent of, y'all? You're in the ring with a dude that is just walking to you, and he's stalking you, and you can't hurt him. They know it. There's nothing that you can do. I want you to imagine yourself in any kind of fight where somebody is literally walking you down, just walking to you. And no matter how many punches you throw at them, you can hit them with a jab, you can hit them with a hook, you can hit them with a haymaker. It doesn't matter. They're just looking at you, and they keep keep coming. That was the Oklahoma City Thunder last night. They were just walking the Lakers down no matter what the Lakers did. At no time did you ever doubt what the outcome would be because they just didn't have the personnel. The only difference between that boxing analogy and one that I do, Doggy will appreciate this because he's an historian. Remember when Larry Holmes fought Tex Cobb? This is a guy, Tex Cobb. Larry Holmes was a knockout artist with that right hand, Wendy and Shay. Larry Holmes hit this man with everything. And the man laughed at him and kept coming to the point that even though the fight was stopped, Larry Holmes was so damn frustrated because no matter what he did, the man just smiled at him like the punches was getting hit by paper. That's what I'm talking about with the Oklahoma City Thunder when it comes to the Lakers. They are unfazed. They've won by an average of 27 points or so. In the 5 games they beat them this year, all 5 matches, they are not worried about the Lakers in the slightest. This is what we saw last night, and that was with their C game. Wait until it gets up to a B, and God help the Lakers if it's ever an A.
And I think, Stevie, in that Tex Cobb fight, wasn't that Howard Cosell's last ever fight?
That's right. That was his last fight because he was so frustrated because it was like it was so awful. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job bringing that one up. That was a famous theme, folks. It was on TV, and Cosell said, I can't do this anymore. This is not competitive.
Because
and
he
he
saw him
bailed.
get beat. Yeah.
I'm not too sure how to analyze the game. There's nothing to analyze. I mean, Brian did a great job. Stevie, what's there to say? Lakers not as good. I mean, Reaves is not 100% right now. He's just getting himself back in shape. It's almost like the Thunder realized they can beat the Lakers with one hand tied behind their back. Williams sounds like he's closer to returning before Luka is, so that's going to be more problematic. SGA was, I didn't realize, you're right, he had that great 20-point streak, only scored 18. Plus, they haven't played any games, the Thunder. They killed the Suns in 4 straight. They never would have challenged there. They had basically a week off. You thought maybe be a little flat, and no issues whatsoever. So, listen, I don't think the Thunder, I know J.J. Redick said this week it's like one of the great all-time teams. No, it's not. And this is a team last year in the final, then they trailed 2-1 to Denver, had to beat him in a 7th game, and were in big trouble with Indiana, who wasn't a great team, down 2-1, and they may have lost if Halliburton didn't hurt himself in the game 7. So this is not an all-time great team. But this is a team that knows how to play defense. They're young. They got depth. Their best player throws the ball around. They share the ball well, and they're very confident. You can sense it. They're very confident when they play this Laker team. Very confident.
You may not think they're a great team, Doggy, but
not all time.
They could, okay, all time. But they could very well make it to the Western Conference Finals and not have lost a game yet in the playoffs. Like, that's how good they seem to look, especially against this Lakers squad. Speaking of the Lakers squad, let's focus in on LeBron James. It's the last year of his contract. He becomes a free agent after this year. Stephen A., should this series against the Thunder affect LeBron's move next season?
Me personally, I would say yes. I mean, I don't think it will. And let me preface this by saying this. This man has earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. In other words, what I mean by that, guys, is this. If you want to make a lifestyle decision as opposed to just a basketball decision, there's nobody in sports that deserves to make that decision more than LeBron James. So let's understand that. In a Tinseltown, Lake Erie, you figure it out where I think he should be. I mean, please, there's nothing to discuss. Absolutely positive, nothing to discuss. But here's where it gets interesting. If you're going to stick around, let's just say another year or two, let's just say that his goal is to play 25. Let's just say his goal is to play a quarter century, which we can't put past him. He might have that kind of vision in his head. My point is, don't you want to win championships? I mean, to me, when I think about a guy like a Donovan Mitchell, a guy like a James Harden in Cleveland, with a Jarrett Allen and what we saw him do in Game 7 against Orlando, with an Eric Mobley and what we know he can do, with a coach like Kenny Atkinson who can coach. Let's get that out the way. Doggie's raved about him from his time in Brooklyn, okay, before he was an assistant coach or after he was assistant coach on the bench with Steve Kerr. The point is this. If you are LeBron James and you want to be beloved, that's a given because even though he's respected and loved here in L.A., there's Kobe, there's Shaq, there's people like that. There's different levels to this. That's LeBron in Cleveland. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he's deified there. You've got that going on. You got the opportunity to be in the Eastern Conference. You know you'd have an opportunity to compete for a championship because they can talk about the West all they want to and how highly competitive it is. You cannot look at the Lakers and view them as a team that can win a championship without the assets available, the draft capital, etc. You cannot look at the Lakers with Oklahoma City there, with San Antonio coming, okay? You know, Denver can never leave. It's Minnesota, of course not, all right? You got to believe that Houston's going to be better because they're going to have a point guard next year. You cannot look at the Los Angeles Lakers and legitimately say they're in that championship equation. How do we know this? Because we're here on national TV saying that about them, and they're in the Western Conference semifinals. Because we all know how it's going to end. We know how it's going to end. Barring a catastrophic injury to a couple of players, mainly Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lakers going home. It's just a matter of days. Look at the schedule and then go to Game 5. Use that as a date, okay? And just say that's the end date for this season for the Los Angeles Lakers. We here in L.A. and we saying it. We here, they right across the street. We saying it right now. Everybody and their grandmama knows this. In Cleveland in the Eastern Conference, that would not be the case. It would be an entirely different stratosphere if he was in Cleveland playing for the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference. I think you look at that. Of course, I think he'll stay in Los Angeles. Of course, I don't blame him for doing that. We just need to understand that it would be because of lifestyle reasons. It ain't going to be because you're trying to win a championship. Because, damn it, that ain't